This is where the game gets spicy. Sam Bennett intentionally tries to injure Stuart Skinner. That's what he tried to do. Stuart Skinner was hurt. Stuart Skinner luckily stayed in the game and played pretty well. But that doesn't change the fact that Sam Bennett tried to hurt Stuart Skinner. I would suggest that Sam Bennett knew he was trying to injure Stuart Skinner. And I'm also going to suggest that the Florida Panthers' plan was to try to injure Stuart Skinner. The evidence I'm going to present to you is when Sam Bennett was already in the box, Matthew Tkachuk followed him to the box because he was also given a roughing penalty for his little exchange with Trent Frederick. Tkachuk pats him on the chest like Bennett just did a great thing.
So how do I address this? How do I address this without completely going on an F-bomb laden rant? Now, normally, in pretty much the entire history of this channel, all 9 seasons, I wouldn't really go after another YouTuber. But Steve, you're in your own orbit, so I really don't feel that rule applies here. What I can say is this, and I read the comments in your video, went to another video, tough call. He still feels like it was a penalty and that Bennett falls for no reason. And what Steve says here, I can only describe to you as an obscene, absurd, monumental, catastrophic amount of cope. Your team lost, Dangle. Sorry, so sad, it happens. You weren't better. You were close, probably closer than anybody's been in a while, but you guys lost. Get over it. To sit there on this play and accuse Bennett of purposefully, right? He's standing there, Ekholm gives him a shove, Bennett goes to turn away from Ekholm, their skates clip, and he falls like anybody would in that exact moment. And your assumption of the derangement that it must take, the unequivocal truth that Bennett and this entire Panthers team is living rent-free in your head, is that you had to go to the highlight of Tkachuk patting his teammate on the shoulder, on the chest, as proof that they were purposefully trying to hurt Skinner, who, by the way, sold it. Oh boy, did he sell it. There was no penalty on the play until they saw Skinner was crying like a little bitch on the floor, and they gave him the 2 minutes. Now, in terms of your credibility or lack thereof at this moment, might I suggest something from a smaller YouTuber who's only smaller because I cover a completely different team. I'll give you a little bit of advice. You ain't no Tom Grossi, all right? Learn to live a little bit. Just learn to breathe just a little bit. Not everything is so damn personal, Steve, okay? Use your platform for something other, and I know you've done some good. I'm not saying you haven't. I know what you've done. But you lack the brain cells to recognize the consequences of the size of your own platform. You're so self-absorbed and self-interested in all of this that you don't recognize what you do to your own damn fan base. You gaslight them every year with shit like this. Yeah, and sometimes you're gaslighting a lot of other NHL fans as well. Anybody with a brain can see that he was tripped. There's no denying. The tough call says their skates clipped and Bennett falls for no real reason. It's an interesting thing because I don't know if you know much about physics, but usually when guys' skates clip, somebody's going to fall. It's usually the way it works. But you and other people have just lost your minds so completely, so unequivocally, I can't even speak. You've lost your minds to the point where now you're using your own obnoxious examples as previous examples of previous examples. You're creating your own imaginary bubble that only you are living in. Sam Bennett plays a rough, tumble game. He plays a lot in the crease. A lot of things are going to happen in the crease. You wouldn't have survived the 90s hockey. You certainly wouldn't have survived 80s hockey, Steve. Go back and watch some highlights. Or do you prefer the game to just be ballerinas on skates with jerseys? What do you want, Steve? All right? The agonizing arrogance. The arrogance of sitting there looking at the camera when you know full well with any brain cell in your head that he didn't do it on purpose. It's a freaking hockey play. Grow up, you child, and do something right with the size of your platform instead of putting out crap that's going to gaslight your own damn fan base and the rest of the NHL. You ain't stupid. You're doing it for clicks, but enough is enough. I think us Panther fans are sick of the freaking garbage, the bullshit that we're just all dirty. Enough. We've all had enough. A damn good team fixing to win a second cup in a row. We've been to 3 cups in a row, and we're sick of all of this shit. All of it. This is the end of this, Steve. You want to have the balls to contact me and have a conversation? Have me on your show. Let's go. I've had enough of your childish games. Saying he did this on Bennett, saying Bennett did this on purpose, that's the last straw. The gloves are off. I've had enough of your dog shit.